gods had not forgotten Odysseus. Though a decade had passed since the fall of Troy, he remained stranded on the distant island of Ogygia, where Calypso, the nymph of beauty and power, held him captive. She offered him eternity, an escape from time itself. But his heart belonged to Ithaca. Each day he sat on the shore, staring across the endless waves, longing for home. Far above, in the halls of Olympus, the gods gathered. Zeus, lord of thunder, sat upon his golden throne, and beside him, Athena, the gray-eyed goddess of wisdom, stepped forward. "Father," she said, her voice calm but insistent, "have you no mercy for Odysseus? He is trapped far from home, and Ithaca rots in his absence. His wife Penelope is besieged by suitors, greedy men who feast in his hall, waiting for her to surrender to them. His son Telemachus is powerless. Will you not act?" Zeus listened, silent, then sighed. "It is not I who delays his return, but Poseidon, who still seethes over the blinding of his son, the Cyclops. Yet Poseidon is away, feasting in distant lands. This is our chance." He turned to Hermes, swiftest of the gods. "Fly to Calypso, command her to release him." Then Zeus faced Athena. "And you, daughter, go to Ithaca. If the boy is to be a man, he must rise. Guide him." Athena nodded. She vanished in a gust of wind. In Ithaca, as dusk fell, the halls of Odysseus were alive with raucous laughter. The suitors, drunk on stolen wine, feasted at his tables, their voices ringing off the stone walls. Servants moved between them, their faces downcast, carrying meat and wine to men they despised but could not defy. Telemachus, the young prince, watched from the shadows. His father's house, once the heart of Ithaca, had become a den of thieves, and he was powerless to stop them. A shadow fell across him. He turned. Before him stood a traveler, a man with the bearing of a warrior and the sharp gaze of a sailor. Yet there was something more. "Who are you?" Telemachus asked. The man smiled. "A friend," he said. "You seem troubled." Telemachus gestured towards the suitors. "They consume my father's wealth. They call me a prince, but they do not fear me. My mother delays them, weaving a shroud for my grandfather by day and undoing her work by night. But soon, they will demand an end to the game. If Odysseus is dead, I have no power." The stranger stepped closer, voice slow. "And if he is alive?" Telemachus hesitated, then whispered, "I would give everything to bring him home." The traveler nodded. "Then stop waiting. Take a ship, seek the truth. If he lives, you will find him. And if he does not, you will be strong enough to reclaim what is yours." Telemachus stared, something new burning in his chest. "And the suitors?" The traveler smiled. "Call an assembly. Demand they leave. If they do not, make them." And then the man was gone, as if carried away by the wind. That night, Telemachus stood upon the cliffs of Ithaca, staring out at the dark waves, the wind tugging at his cloak. The sea had always been his father's road, and soon it would be his own. Dawn came. Telemachus strode into the great hall. The suitors lounged in their seats, laughing, drinking, swollen with their own arrogance. He did not hesitate. "Enough," he said, his voice clear, strong. The laughter stopped. Heads turned. Telemachus stepped forward. "Tomorrow I call an assembly. You will hear my decree. The time of your indulgence is over." A murmur ran through the room. Then a single laugh rang out. It was Antonius, the suitors' leader. He leaned back in his seat, smirking. "And what will you do, boy?" he sneered. "Throw us all out yourself?" More laughter followed, but not all joined. Some of the suitors exchanged uneasy glances. They had seen a shift in the boy, something new, something dangerous. Telemachus said nothing more. He turned and strode from the hall. That night he lay awake, staring at the ceiling, his hands clenching and unclenching. Tomorrow he would stand before Ithaca. Tomorrow his journey would begin, and far away on the lonely island of Ogygia, Odysseus sat upon the shore, staring at the same sea, longing for the same home. Fate had begun to move.